Anyone wondering? I'm just prepping and gonna make some dinner today. My studio is down for the count. I'll do a little tour here shortly. Just need to cut up a couple of vegetables. Rhea, Vortex Queen, hello, hello. Me just doing something else while my studio is packed down for the moment. And I'm going to show you guys the reason why shortly. I'm just going to go be live while I'm basically making dinner. So don't mind my kids running around. They should be pretty peaceful. Normally they are. Hey, Mish. Cooking with the Viking, huh? You guys have been asking and begging me for it, so I'm just gonna prep this a little bit before I go for a short little stroll into my area where I have my dining room and studio. I'm gonna show you the progress there, and then we're gonna continue on. I'm not gonna do the long, boring ass prep stream because that's just boring. Hey, Bumata. And I don't want to be boring for you guys. So how's everybody doing? Hopefully you guys hear me fine. Today I'm making basically my version of a Thai noodle dish. So, but I have my own version of it because the kids didn't like it the original way, so this is a way that's kiddie friendly. Maybe depends on how long it's going to take. I am planning on bringing you guys along on making my famous pulled pork burgers. But that's most likely next week or closer to weekend, maybe. It's not exactly something we eat in the weekdays. Hey, Crunchy. Welcome to a Viking cooking stream, or kind of a cooking stream. It's not a basically cooking stream with all the details and secrets and all that, but at least I'm here. I'm prepping a couple of things that's going into it. But as I throw it all into the wok, I'm gonna basically let you see. It's a kiddie-friendly kind of fried noodle dish. Not fried, but yeah. You get my point. You're gonna be there a while, Crunchy. You should just leave it be and go to work, and when you come back, it's all got done. Because everyone else on the damn planet that plays Farm Sim is probably downloading the same update. And giant servers ain't exactly fast. It's the same problem every time. I remember when 25 came out on launch day. Not 25, 22 I mean. I had pre-ordered it. I had set it up as soon as they said the pre-order was ready to download. And I set it to download 2 days before it finished up. But that was back then, of course. Yeah, I know you do. Because you have eaten my pulled pork burgers there, Vortex. But I need something to do while basically my setup is down. For a good reason, though. It's going to be better when it's done. I'm going to cut this one finished before I get the rest, and I'm going to go in and show you guys. I'm not 100% done. I'm going to continue on tonight when kids are asleep. Gives me a little breathing time too, because yeah, it takes a lot out of me. But I'm done with mainly all the heavy stuff, so. I have a bunch of chairs left. I got my office chairs, I got my desks. I got all my tools. Not all of them though, but the ones that's inside. And the dining room table and chairs that needs to be moved. And 6 or 8 plants from basically my vegetable garden. Now let me just wash my hands off here quickly, and we'll go for a little walk. And hopefully my camera will turn. There we go. Not as much now. All of that, like 20-ish windows, they're leaking water every time the wind is on. So they're getting swapped out with 3 massive windows. I don't get all of that crap, because I hate it. These 3, that's where I'm sitting. So those 2 are going to become one whole piece, and that one is going to be an opening and closable window. Same with this side. Triple slider is going to become a double slider and a solid window. So not much left, but it is something. Oh yeah, I got to also move the rest of my plants in here. That's what's left. The rest is in my living room, of course. It looks like a damn jungle in here. Anyway, so far I have the chicken ready. Got my wok ready with oil in it. I got vegetables. I got some sauteed mushrooms. Yeah. Was going to find the rest. Oops. 2 onions, or maybe 1, because I see there's basically a whole one here. I'm going to do the broccoli. And we need garlic. Very important. So, here we are. And good to see ya. I'm just doing some simple prepping here so I can fry everything up as I go. Gonna make child-friendly fried noodle things with vegetables and chicken. Because I have no studio at the moment, and it really sucks because I have a lot of things to do. I got work to do too on my designing aspects of things. But yeah, it is what it is. It has to be done. And there's Mama Bear too. Hello, hello. Welcome in to another boring stream with the Viking. So yeah, hopefully the windows should arrive here Monday or Tuesday. They were a little uncertain about that, so hopefully Monday. Don't take too long. But they need to open up here. That's they're gonna start on here either tomorrow or the day after. To open up the walls because these new windows are massive and up to today's standard with triple layer glass and everything, double layer insulation and all. So everything's up to par. So they need to reinforce the walls to carry the weight. I see. What up, bro? I'm just simplifying here. I'm going to do this better next time because I didn't have the chance or time to do anything. But next time I'll use my laptop and I'll try to set up my webcam, which I have a tripod for. So you guys can actually see everything I'm doing. But this is kind of sad to watch anyway because I'm about to cry anyway because I'm peeling onions. But you guys always said it would be nice to see something else for once, so I'm doing something else in Farm Sim. Whoop whoop. And there we go. Hey, Raymond. Oh crap, I forgot the garlic. That's almost an emergency. And here in this house, we love garlic, so we go through a lot of garlic. This season has been pretty bad growing shit outside, so we haven't exactly gotten too many. So these particular ones I'm using right now are bought in the store, so. But we grow our own chilies. I have my own bitter pickles. I have, what do I have? I have eggplants. I have, what else? I have bell peppers. I have chilies. I have certain types. I think I have like 5, 6 different types of chilies. And I have normal white garlic and black garlic, and I even have purple garlic, which I only use for my sauces because of its distinct flavor. Same with the black one too. It doesn't work very well, otherwise it's in a sauce. So I'm guessing everyone's busy updating Farm Sim and dropped a big ass update today. getting ready for the Highland fishing. Anyone excited for that? No, Crunchy here is downloading it as we speak, but he complains about how slow it's going. So, newsflash: giant servers on release dates sucks because every god living creature and person is trying to download it. How's it going? My kids. All right, I see. Yeah, well, I didn't have anything much else to do except for making dinner and hang out with my girls, but they wanted to play a little bit, so while I was making dinner, so that's what I'm doing. Not that people want to see or know, but you can ask questions if you want. There's nothing in this dish that I keep secret. I have a couple of dishes that I would love to show off while making it because that's my expertise. As you all can see, I'm not exactly Asian, but I have been living with Asian and have basically Asian friends and everything, so just as many as I have from all over the world otherwise. So, I love Asian food. It's just one of my things, apparently. I love making it, so always lots of flavors, lots of taste. And anyone was wondering, these two, that's basically, the yellow one is chicken stock and the other one is vegetable stock in a cube. We'll be gonna use that as well. So I'm just getting it ready. Apparently I need to do this more often. Hey Nathan. How are you and Peanut today? It all depends where you are in the world and what time, and sometimes you can be lucky and it's just like that, and sometimes I've been like in 22, I was waiting like a whole 24 hours before mine finally finished. I'm alright, I'm just a little exhausted and tired. I have my dining room chairs and my dining room table. I got 6 more plants that I need to remove. I got my desk disassembled, so I need to remove that. I need to take out my chairs, roll up the carpet, and remove the little shelf I have out there with my tools. Other than that, I'm pretty good. Kind of bored though because I packed away everything so good that I'm not even going to think about unpacking just to play. But I'll enjoy it so much better when I go back to it. Hey Liang. I'm just gonna chop the garlic here. And they're almost done. I think they have 1 more week left until the city has demanded the on and off ramp to the freeway down here had to be done. So they've been working basically around the clock now, so I think they're a little bit in panic mode. Because if they don't, they'll be fined multiple hundreds of thousands of US, not US, but Norwegian crowns every day. And They should have done that much sooner. Because the competition, when they were giving in the pricings on and when they were competing on who was getting the job, the other company, which my neighbor works at, they were a little bit higher in price, but they would have been done already this spring, not next year. Well, almost my finger. That is a good thing though that you guys can't see everything I'm doing, because I don't want to give away all my tricks and secrets. Not there's very many in this dish, so basically this entire dish you guys will see everything and know everything that goes in it. There's no secrets. M&M logging and excavating. Hello bud. How are you doing? Alright, broccoli next. I'm running out of space. That's no big deal, we'll just grab another plate. And that's a normal thing for me. When I'm cooking and prepping, I'm always running out of plates and bowls and everything, because I like to cut everything and pre-cut it and get everything ready, so it's just shoop 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 when it comes to the cooking or frying part. And no, I won't be doing any smoking or barbecuing or anything, because over here it's starting to get way too cold to do that, and I don't want to be sitting and monitoring everything out there always. I'm doing alright, better than Jamaica? What's it, what, huh? Or about, oh, shit. That's not good. Any kind of chance where that's gonna hit you guys eventually, or? No? Yes, maybe? I'm asking because I don't know. So when supposedly is that about to hit land then, or? I am gonna make my kind of noodles. It's a Thai dish that I learned up through the years, but I have kitty-proofed it because they can't handle a lot of chilies and stuff. So I have a whole ice cream box in the freezer full of chilies, and they're hot. So basically chicken fried stir fry or noodles or whatever you want to call it. You guys can use stir fry for a lot down there, especially in the Philippines. Over here I call them just fried Viking noodles.
Fried Viking noodles?
Oh, I love Asian foods. Most of it, anyway. Not all of it, of course. There's things I'll never eat, even though you should pay me to eat it. For example, Rhea, your guys' balut or liang. For that matter, you're in the Philippines as well. I would never, ever touch that. There's no money in the world that could make me eat that. Well, it is a rainy day here. Funny you should say that, Liang. And I had some chicken that I needed to use that was taken out of the freezer 2 days ago, so. Just gonna pour some hot water over this broccoli afterwards and the noodles, and I'm gonna turn on the heat. That takes a little time because a lot of you guys probably have gas stoves. We don't. We have electric. Your guys' fuse box probably blow if you try one of our stoves. So there's also a video coming tomorrow. It was going to be today, but I delayed it to tomorrow because the other one got corrupted or whatever when I was going to upload it. So I didn't want to mess with it because I have been stressing to get everything packed down and removed. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Put on the water heater. That's ready. That's ready. That's ready. That's ready. Okay. So basically, the only thing I didn't prep, we got sweet corn. We got 3 colors of bell peppers or paprika. We got chicken stock and vegetable stock in cube forms. We got a little bit of cabbage. We got onion. We got garlic. And we got chicken, and those chickens are like the extra tender parts of the chicken. So, and we also have some sauteed mushrooms that's also going in there. So I'm just waiting for this one to heat up. We got a vid coming today. About the same time as always. And we're gonna go and grab myself one of these. One of my favorites. Ta-da! That's my energy drinks. But I need to turn my camera here. Erik is a shit. I have started cooking and had an interest for cooking when I was like 7. Same time? Alright. I'll be there. As always. Updating the mods and everything looks pretty good from FDR. I've been following him while he's doing that. Maybe I need one of these. Well, put it this way. When I was 7, my adopted mother came rushing down because she could feel something was cooking in the kitchen. And that was me, basically making spaghetti and tomato sauce from scratch. 7 years old. And this is just a trick I've learned up through the years, just to speed things up. Put broccoli just in hot boiled water for a couple of minutes. Makes them nice and tender and crispy at the same time. Not enough heat yet. So first things first, as soon as the oil is heated up enough, I'll start with the garlic and onions. What time it is? It is 4:53 p.m. So when I do this, I always start with garlic and onions, and then I throw in the chicken. And after a while, I let that simmer a little bit. I'll throw in the stock cubes and a little dash of water, which I need to get ready. About 1 deciliter, which I don't know what is in for you guys. Yeah, it's almost dinner here. Yeah, well, I got rid of 22 because it was hard to go back to something that looked that awful. Yes, you can, but you can do that with 25 as well. If you start playing and you have a hefty computer, you can use shaders. And look on YouTube for somebody called D-Nerdy or something. He's from Germany. He streams with shaders. He has a badass of a gaming rig. And when he's harvesting with a forage harvester and corn header and all that, it looks freaking real. He has real textures, real crop textures. He has real ground textures. He has a mod that allows the deformation turn into mud, and you actually sink deeper, and all kinds of things. Oh, turn on the hood here. Just going to be a little bit noisy right now. If it starts. Let's see, turn the camera. There we go, onions and garlic in. I'm just gonna let it simmer just a little bit to get the flavors from the onion and garlic into the oil. And then take the chicken. Oh, sorry. 2 seconds. I'm not an octopus. I don't have multiple hands and arms. Well, I need a fair bit of the heat to get the chicken done quickly, so. But keep moving in it so it doesn't burn or stick to the bottom. I was using my good wok. That's a non-stick, so. And while you guys wait a little bit more, I'm going to add a little bit of normal black pepper. do for now. Mix that in. And we need to add a little bit of chili. Not much, just a little bit. I have the most painful experience of chopping up and drying my chilies. That's really painful. I use only a pinch because the kids are going to eat it as well, and I add more when I serve it or plate up. And we need this one, and we need this one. I'm going to add the stocks now. There's always a little bit of water coming out of meat in general and vegetables, so I'll let that like vaporize from the heat and everything. Well, you can see already it's already soaking up, and that's what we want because there's a lot of flavor in there. Throw some hot water over the noodles, and the noodles I'm using is kind of a rice type of noodles. It's called actually rice noodles. It's not spaghetti, it's rice noodles. Okay, so I'll just open this bottle, which is always fun. A little dash of that. And anyone wondering what that is, that's oyster sauce. You can buy it at basically every Thai store or Asian market here. And we have soy sauce as well. I'm going to add a little bit of that. Like so. And now I'll add the water. And that I'll let be until these cubes are all disintegrated into the sauce. Well, I've even done premieres and missed them. I fell asleep one time. I even fell asleep on one of my live streams. Planned it for almost a week. It was a big one, and I ended up falling asleep. A little bit more chili. Just a little bit. But not more than that, because otherwise my kids won't eat it. But I always serve with soy sauce on the table. and a little bit of pepper, vinegar, stuff like that. So I just need both hands now because I need to drain the broccoli. Sí. No estoy atado, chulado, ya tenía otro día. Ja. Hå? Hva sier jeg? Ja, kan du slutte med sånne uviktige ting nå? Du kommer og gjør det. First thing she asked, if I ask my daughter for help, how much she getting in allowance? Go figure. Oh. Broccoli's in. Try to rotate it a little bit, what's down in it and what's not. Let everything the flavors get out and mix together. We're gonna need a little bit of salt, just a little bit, not much, because we have the soy sauce. Love you too. Huh? Skylla det, sätta in, var försiktig med den ska skyllas och läggas in i avfallsmaskinen.
Allt det här som är här?
Ja, allt det. Sorry guys, we're just my daughter asking questions, of course, and I have to answer. Her English is not very good, so I have to talk in Norwegian to her. And then we throw the corn in. Would have been easier if I had my helmet strap on, because I have a GoPro camera that can connect to my phone that I can actually strap to my head. That would have been better to wear here. Oh, there we go. Corn is in, broccoli is in, onion is in, garlic is in, chili is in, chicken is in.
Det är så gott just nu.
Now we just need to wait a little bit.
Det är faktiskt lite bättre än mamma ser nu.
Ja, hon går göra det du ska. Well, they're going to go now by the cliff. Yeah, I asked her to help me. She says she has nothing to do. I told her she can go downstairs and fold the laundry. Yeah. Then she doesn't want to. She doesn't like to fold laundry. Yeah, boo-hoo. Which I have to do every damn day. Because the kids are like pigs. Or badgers, or whatever you want to call them. Anything that's muddy, they love to jump in. With the construction, well, I can explain it once more. Got rest of those plants to remove. I got the dining set here to remove. This triple slider here, that's going to become a double slider and a single big ass window. And then those three, two solid windows and one that can open. And all of these, let me get it back up here. All of those are going to become 3 massive pieces of window, triple layer windows with double isolation. And while I'm sitting here, I need to mix up some. Dito mo, puro na. Dito mo naman, teka. I always cheat a little bit on that because I like the sauce to become a little bit thick. I use a little bit of maizena along with soy sauce, a tablespoon of soy sauce and 2 tablespoons of water. Hindi. Ay, no ganda ko doon ang plus. It could have been bigger, to be fair, but I don't really care for this house because it's not mine. Yo, Andy, welcome in, dude. So that is in. Just wait for it to thicken a little bit. I'll add the rest of the vegetables and I'll throw in the noodles. And I'll give my daughter, let's see, a bowl. Go. Nei. Men jeg må ha noe til å sette rocken på. Så dere har noe mer om det? Nei. En om gangen. En om gangen. Ja, en om gangen. I'm alright, Andy. Almost done packing down my studio. You can re-watch if you want. It's not much left. I need to do that tonight after the kids are at bed. But yeah, I'm doing something else than farm sim. I'm making food. I'm just waiting for the sauce here to thicken up just a little bit more before I add the rest. But it's starting to get there. So. Now, throw that in. And when I cook, normally we have food for 2 days, including my lunch. Which is a good thing because normally I'm sitting in my studio working. A lot of people think I just sit there and do nothing or just goof off. Well, I don't. While I'm supporting a lot of channels and typing into chats, I'm actually working. And I've been working pretty hard to finish up a big ass project before these windows arrived. And I was done about 2 a.m. my time this morning. with doing that and clearing out everything. I just need to drain the noodles. I can't do that with both hands because the pot is heavy. Yo! Ta det väck. Jag ska ju kyla nu istället. Okej! Det är det jävla överklagen i himlen snart. Have a good night, Eliang. Alright, now. Jesse! Jag kan åka till dig här. Komma och hålla telefon. I'm gonna let my daughter film it. Lägg väck det där. Ta det väck. Idag. 3, 2, 1. Finns det? För du är så treg. För du somnar på gång. Håll det. So, we got Jessica now filming it while I'm going to try to blend everything together without making a giant ass mess. Want as much of this sauce and vegetables and everything in it up here. Drag it backwards. Keep in mind, I have never reduced the heat. It's still on the same high setting as it was when I started. Basically, that's how it looks. So with that, almost an hour. So I'm going to thank everyone who watched, and hopefully the windows here won't take too long, so I can actually get back to setting up my studio again. Otherwise, yeah, I'll be seeing you when I see you. Take care, everybody.
Mm-hmm.